The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by Damon Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Yellow Jackets will put toe to leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulldogs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Robinson. Picks up the first down, still moving. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Looking down the middle. Got it. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Penn. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off.
The give on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, and that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Looking left. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, what a catch! That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Lost a throw on first down. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff from the gun. He's in open space downfield. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Finds a man on the left. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Raymond. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So now it's 2nd and long. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. This one's complete. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Leaves it with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Reed. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Dogs are flying down the field. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hauls it in.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now on second down. Try to get it to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
He's got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Using his legs, it's great. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Here's the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll keep it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Makes him talk to the hand. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Back to pass on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He's looking downfield to throw. They're working that left side. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking for room. It's Robinson. Across the 25, he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge, like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Quick strike complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 25. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Spring. Oh, what a move to get room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. On the move, it's Bray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He's got him. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Kept it, and he's past the mark. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Caught behind the line, it's Robinson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He leaves it with his back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Nolan. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Oh, he's got some space. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The extra point here would tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man in much better field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He's going for it all. Makes the catch on the right side. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Robinson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Reed. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the Yellow Jackets are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And turnovers are so pivotal to winning a football game. Last week, man, he put it on the deck as well, and they lost by a possession. This week, you fumble again. Man, you've got to take care of the football. That's always priority number 1 for every single offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Raymond. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. First down and more. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw. It's Nolan. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. That's caught. It's Bryant. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
He'll pull it down and run. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Penn. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They're down to the 20, first and 10. To the air, it's Reed. Using the quick game. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, looking for a man. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation?
And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Georgia, 38. Georgia Tech, 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.